Well, the AOSSM research program is unmatched because this is a long-standing program that's been going on for decades. And this is really driven by a lot of very motivated and experienced research chairs that really developed the program. That has evolved into like a small startup, a project type research program to now like large multi-center study programs to really kind of make an impact, to our community and all our members. Yeah.
Well, it's critical in research to receive funding and grants so that we can perform research, so that we can be innovative and we can look and investigate for new things that are going to improve the care of the athlete. Well, I think right now in orthopedics, it's so difficult to figure out where you want to put your money to donate. Is it to the AOSSM? Is it to advocacy? Is it to research?
Yeah, so grant funding is critical to everything that we do in resident fellowship education and really in academic medicine. There's obviously big grant funding from the NIH, DoD, and others. That's the long-term play, but we really need pilot funding for these ideas to get them to a place where they have enough information and data to be competitive on the higher stage. Yeah, I think AOSSM is the leader in sports medicine, and I think that in order to lead, we need to have an evidence base, and to get an evidence base, we need to obviously do the foundational research. So we need to think about those questions that are critical in the spectrum of sports medicine, not just surgical, but also non-surgical, and also taking care of our athletes, weekend warriors to our elite athletes and beyond, and obviously our youth athletes.
Well, I would just say that I very much appreciate not only being a member of the AOSSM, but being welcome to the AOSSM community, both by receiving this grant, by an opportunity to go in the traveling fellowship. It clearly is the pillar of professional organizations for my career as a sports medicine surgeon. So I'm excited and appreciate all those in AOSSM and the leadership for supporting me in these endeavors.
So one of the things we want to share with some of our supporters is how these research programs really make a difference in our career and also impact. So sometimes these would be 25,000 young investigator grant. We actually support members early in their career, and they actually develop into multi-center study, multi-year NIH funding. We actually did a review recently to look at our last 10 years in terms of what our impact is, and we found that the return is literally about 25 times in terms of the amount of money you receive as a young investigator, and ultimately the amount of grant funding that we actually receive afterwards. So these are really funding that can make a difference for our members in the society. So thank you for all your support. I think these are important for what we do as a members of AOSSM. Yeah.